Good evening and welcome to the news. A new independent presidential candidate presented himself today for the forthcoming presidential elections. This is Mr. Robin Johnston, a Seychellois citizen who is in his 60s. Mr. Johnston's campaign will go by the slogan, "Let's make Seychelles unique again."
The independent presidential candidate, Mr. Robin Johnston, says that he has long been active in the political arena, but in the background. He has always been in the opposition camp, like in the Seychellois National Party, the SNP, and the LDS, which is now in power. He is a professional chef and also a business owner whose assets include Linro.
Seychelles is dying, and the government is not being honest about it. Due to mismanagement of our institution, they are failing our people. Many are suffering. The elites are getting richer, while the working class are struggling to survive. The very high cost of living is keeping our basic salary workers in total poverty, a modern-day slavery situation. The government has failed those that support it and those that oppose it. But together, with new ideas and vision, we can restore Seychelles to once more be unique again.
Mr. Johnston is vowing to lower the cost of living, to improve health, education, tourism, fisheries, and the education sectors, amongst others, and to legalize cannabis.
We will bring professionalism to the police force once again. Revolutionize waste. We have to invest in waste to energy. Food security. Rebuild local agriculture, protect our fisheries, and lower our reliance on foreign food imports. A nation that cannot feed itself is not truly free. Protect our heritage, identity, defend our Creole culture, history, and sovereignty. Seychelles must belong to us, the Seychelles people. We must ensure the humane treatment of all animals by enforcing and strengthening animal welfare and supporting conservation efforts to protect our unique environment.
Mr. Johnston, who is also very vocal against the COVID-19 vaccines and the side effects, also says that under his leadership, Seychelles will no longer be a member of the World Health Organization, WHO.
Mr. Johnston has named Mr. Bernard de Lafontaine as his running mate. The Ministry of Health is alerting the public on the risk attached to the polluted air currently over Seychelles. It is advising people to monitor their health and take precautionary measures to avoid health complications.
The haze in the air caused by certain weather conditions and possible pollutants from other areas has increased the level of harmful particles. These particles can be dangerous, especially to children, the elderly, pregnant women, and the people with existing health problems such as asthma or heart diseases. It's unclear what the long-term effects of this kind of exposure might be. Symptoms of breathing in poor air quality for a long time includes coughing, shortness of breath, eye, nose, and throat irritations, worsened allergies, fatigue, dizziness, and higher chances of respiratory infections. While healthy people may feel uncomfortable, those at higher risk can experience worse symptoms and need to be extra careful. To protect your health, limit outdoor exposure, keep indoor air clean by closing windows and doors, use air conditioning on recirculation mode, avoid indoor pollutants like smoking or burning candles, stay hydrated, and monitor your health.
According to a cost-benefit analysis on the country's cruise tourism, this kind of tourism has an economic, social, and environmental impact on the country. During a two-day workshop that started this morning, the Department of Tourism, in collaboration with the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa, UNICA, presented the results of this analysis to local partners for discussion. Government officials from tourism, finance, transport, and environmental departments, the tourism board, and local authorities, as well as cruise operators, were amongst the participants. The aim of the workshop is to validate the cost-benefit analysis, which will assist the tourism department to develop actionable strategies to enhance the sector's long-term sustainability. The Principal Secretary for Tourism, Shirin Francis, says that one of the main areas that needs to be addressed is the environmental impact of cruise tourism.
We have to encourage to have more sustainable cruise visiting our port, because nowadays there are a lot of cruise liners that are actively making an effort to be more sustainable in terms of their operation. And when I say sustainable, in terms of how they manage their waste, power, electricity, and all those things. Actually, there are cruise liners that have their own desalination plant. So when they come to a destination, they're not coming to put pressure on the already existing water supply in the destination. This is an example. So our policy should be gearing towards encouraging more sustainable cruise liner to visit the destination, the one that will have more value, to bring more value to the destination. One of the recommendations in the report is for the port, for example, to have much more greener infrastructures that will also support the kind of cruise liner that we want to visit our destination. But others, I think, is in terms of policing and regulations that will follow, that will help to ensure we manage the environmental impact.
The Seychelles Creole Academy has organized a series of activities with a group of primary school children to celebrate the International Mother Language Day, which is on the 21st of February. The event took place at the Roche Kaima District Administration Office with the participation of a group of students from Anse-Étoile, Belleau, La Rosière, Plaisance, and Montfleury primary schools. This year marks the 25th anniversary since the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, declared International Mother Language Day. Tomorrow, staff of the Seychelles Creole Academy will hold a marketing event in Victoria. The aim is to promote the Creole language to the public by selling books and sensitize the public on their various services. The Disaster Risk Management Division, DRMD, together with the Ministry of Local Government and Community Affairs, are conducting a survey on vulnerable people in the Roche Kaima district. The study is to update the list of vulnerable groups, such as the disabled and the elderly, so as to better cater for them in terms of access to facilities in case of any emergency or disaster. All homes will be visited and information will be gathered. The RMD has plans to carry the survey in other districts as well. The Judiciary has donated over 6,000 rupees to the North East Point Hospice Unit for end-of-life care. The money was collected during the reopening of the Supreme Court service last month. Chief Justice Ronnie Govindan, who handed over the donation to the Ministry of Health, spoke of the connection between justice and helping others. He said justice is about caring for people, especially in their vulnerable moments. Each year, the Judiciary chooses a cause to support, and previous donations have gone to groups like the School of the Exceptional Child and the Make a Child Smile Foundation. Seychelles has once again secured the top spot in the 2024 African Visa Openness Index. The index compiled by the African Development Bank measures the openness of a country's visa policy. The reports noted that Seychelles remains one of the very few countries in the world to offer visa-free entry to all nationalities. It says this further solidifies its reputation as a leader in seamless travel facilitation. The report also notes the ease of obtaining travel authorizations. It commended Seychelles for introducing the streamlined border control. It says the move is fully aligned with the UN and ICAO international standards, which aim to strengthen global travel, security, and streamline procedures. We've come to the end of this news summary. Thank you for watching, and I will be back with more news in Creole at 8 p.m., so stay tuned.